Hello my dear friends, so in one of my recent videos I've showed you how you can turn basic infographic designs into professional looking infographics. That's really awesome, but those images are static. So in today's video I'll show you how we can bring those static infographic images to life with PowerPoint animations. In this case we have animated SWOT infographic, or in this case we have this isometric 3D funnel that we can build step by step with PowerPoint animations. Or in this case, instead of all of these text boxes visible right away, we can use PowerPoint animations to reveal them step by step. So let me show you how you can do that as well. Let's go. Okay, so first of all, let's start with this SWOT infographic. And as I've shown in my previous video, I've created this infographic in Leonardo AI with Nano Banana 2. And now let's open up this beautiful SWOT infographic and let's copy this guy and let's paste it into PowerPoint so that we can have it as a reference. So let's enter a new slide and let's hit Ctrl V to paste that image. And as you can see, it's definitely a static single image. And now our task is to isolate those bubbles. So for that, let's jump back into Leonardo AI. Okay. And now let's close this picture and now let's scroll to the top, and over here we can see the prompt box. And by the way, I'm using Nano Banana 2, no prompt enhancement, no style, 16:9 2K resolution and one image. And now we can attach image guidance. So let me find that exact SWOT infographic. Here it is. Let's confirm it. And now inside of the prompt box, let me use this prompt over here. Remove the 4 central SWOT circles and their inside content and ensure that everything else remains unchanged. Okay, so basically I would like, to remove or to delete those bubbles. And now let me just speed up, and here is the result. As you can see, we have those bubbles empty right now. So let's copy this image. Let's get back to PowerPoint. Let's insert a new slide and let's paste in our new image. Okay. So let's take a look. Let's see how these two images are different. I think we got some additional elements over here on the left and on the right on the second image. And additionally, I would like to delete the outer parts of these, empty circles. And we can do that with this free software called Affinity. Link is in the video description. So it's Affinity by Canva. Okay, so you can install it on your computer. And make sure that you are in the pixel mode. As you can see, we have different modes. Let's make sure we are in the pixel mode, and let's hit Control V, to paste in our infographic. And now we can use this in painting brush, and now we can basically paint over any areas that we would like to remove or to hide. And let's make that brush a bit bigger. We can hold down the Alt and Control keys to increase the size. So let me delete these elements here on the left, and let's delete this little group of circles and lines over here. And now let me clean up these circles as well. So I would like to remove this outer part of this circle. So let me basically highlight this part and it should get deleted just like that. Skadoosh. And now let me quickly do the same for the rest of the circles, and I'll catch you in a second. Okay, my friends, so I've cleaned up all of those circles, and now let's make sure that the whole image is selected. Let's copy it. Let's hit Control C. Let's get back to PowerPoint and let's hit Control V. And here it is, our beautiful image that we can work with. And before we proceed, let me actually turn on the slide guides so that we can see where is the center of the slide. And let's adjust this infographic so that it sits precisely in the center. Let's do the same for this guy, so that everything is in the center. And now we have to extract these bubbles. But actually, these are pretty basic shapes and we can create them in PowerPoint. All we need is a circle tool. So let's go to Insert, Shapes. Let's find the circle tool. Hold down the Shift key to draw a perfect circle. Here it is. My friends, easy peasy lemon squeezy. For the height and width, let's use 5.5 centimeters, just like that. And now for the fill, let's use the eyedropper tool. Let's go to Shape Fill. Let's use the eyedropper to grab that beautiful green color. For the outline, let's use black, weight 1.5 points. That's nice. And now for the font, let's use black color. Font is going to be Enter, and for the font size, I'm going with 20. Okay. And now let's just type in strengths. And I think we can actually make this font smaller. So let's go with 18. And now, my friends, let's jump into the format shape options for this circle. And now let's go into the text options and let me remove all of the margins. Let's set them to 0 centimeters, but for the top margin, let's use 2 centimeters so that the text gets pushed down, just like that. And let me uncheck wrapping so that if we have, longer words, everything is going to look nice. Okay. And by the way, we have this shadow that we can make in PowerPoint as well. So let's go to shadow options. Let's choose this preset over here. For the transparency, let's use 80%. Okay. No blur so that the shadow is hard. And for the distance, let's use, for example, 8 points. And we have a similar effect as we have in this original static infographic. And now let's add an icon. So in this case, let's search for a bulb. We can use this one. Let's click insert and let's move it to our new circle over here. Okay. And by the way, if we would like to, we could create this highlight effect with a gradient fill, but let's keep it simple. Let's select the bulb and the circle. Let's group it and let's move it over here. And now we can use Control and Shift keys to make a few more copies so that we have 4 bubbles in total. Let me move these guys to the side so that, we can easily use the eyedropper tool to, grab these colors. So this guy is going to be yellow, orange yellow. It's going to be weaknesses. Now for this guy, let's grab that red color. Here are the threads. And for the last guy, let's grab that nice blue color. And after that, I'll have to, change the icons. So let me do that quickly and I'll catch you in a second. Okay, so I've inserted all of the new icons and now we can grab all of these bubbles that we've created. Let's cut them and let's paste them into this slide where, we have this infographic with empty spots. And now let's just position those SWOT bubbles precisely into this infographic that we have in the background. Okay, everything is looking well aligned, and let's turn off those slide guides. We don't need them anymore. We can delete the slide with the static image as well, and now we can animate these circles that we have created. By the way, let me add fade transition to all of the slides. So let's select all of these bubbles that we've made. Let's jump into animations. Let's open up the animation pane, and let's add, for example, a flying animation to all of these guys. Let's set the start to on click. And for the duration, I'm using 1 second. Now let's right click on these guys. Let's go into options and let me use smooth end so that that flying animation lands smoothly. And for these 2 guys on the left, let's choose direction from left. And for these 2 guys on the right, let's choose direction from right. Okay. So this guy should come first, then this guy, then opportunities, and last we should see the threat bubble. So let's check it out on the full screen. Let's click once. Here it is, strengths. Click once again. Here are the weaknesses. Click number 3, opportunities. And skadoosh. Click number 4, the threats. That's nice, my friends. Okay, so let's proceed to the second infographic. Let's jump back into Leonardo AI. Let me find that isometric 3D funnel. Here it is. Let's copy the image once again so that we have it as a reference. Let's insert a new slide. Let's paste that infographic image. And as you can see, it doesn't fully cover the whole slide. That's okay. We can first crop the image to 16 by 9, just like that. And now we can expand it with the Control-Shift keys. Now it covers the whole slide. Looks good. But as you can see, all of the blocks are visible right away. So let me show you how we can build this infographic step by step. And to do that, we will have to basically generate, a couple of different variations of this image with different amount of blocks. So once again, let's choose image guidance. So let's start with this, isometric infographic where we see all of the blocks. And let me use this prompt over here. Remove the following funnel stages: consideration, decision, action. Ensure everything else stays unchanged. Let's paste it over here. So basically, this prompt should give us an image where we see only the first stage, awareness, because the rest of these stages should be removed. So speed up, and this is the result. That's nice. So let's copy the image. Let's get back to PowerPoint. Let me actually duplicate this slide. So now we can just right click or just select this image. Let's go to change picture from clipboard. And now we can precisely replace, the image. And by the way, let me change the slide transition to none for just this second so that we can go into a full screen and check what is, the visual difference between these two images. They're slightly different. And I think the, quality has dropped a bit on this second image, but we can still use it, for this tutorial. And let me set the fade transition to all of the slides once again. And let's get back to Leonardo AI. Let's, create the remaining images that we need. And once again, we're using the same reference image. Let's just adjust our prompt. Let's remove consideration so that only decision and action parts should be, deleted. We can start the generation. And what's cool with Leonardo that we can start multiple generations. So let's generate this, variation where only action is missing as well. And let's speed up. Okay, so we got this image where we can see these first two blocks, awareness and consideration. Let's copy it. Let's paste it into PowerPoint as well. So once again, we can duplicate this slide. And now we can just replace this picture from clipboard just like that. Okay, so this way we don't have to do that, cropping and making sure that the whole picture, fills the whole slide. Once again, we can see a slight difference between these two images. That's okay. Let's get back to Leonardo AI, and here it is. Now we can see all of the three blocks. Let's copy the image and let's just duplicate the slide and let's replace the image from clipboard as always. Okay. And now I think we can actually grab this slide and drag it to the bottom. Okay. And of course, we need one slide where all of the blocks are missing or, not yet present on the slide. So I guess the easiest way would be to take this photo or image where the first block is visible and just remove it. So let's change the reference image. Let me find that image with one block. Here it is. Okay. Let's use it as a reference image. And now let's just update this prompt. Let's remove the awareness stage and let's ensure that everything else stays the same. And let's generate. And here it is, the empty infographic surface, I guess, with all of the little elements. Let's copy this image and let's get back to PowerPoint. Let's duplicate this slide. And as always, we can replace the image with our clipboard. Here it is. Okay. And now the way we animate all of these slides is really simple. Let's make sure we select them all and let's add a fade transition to all of these slides. Of course, we can decide, how fast that transition will be. You can make it shorter, you can make it longer, but this way you can create this illusion as if those blocks are being built one by one, just like that. And that's really awesome. The only thing I wish is that the quality of those, subsequent generations wouldn't drop. Otherwise, that's really impressive. Okay, my friends, let's keep on going. And now let's work with this roadmap, timeline infographic. Once again, we can jump back into Leonardo AI. Let me find that timeline image. I think that's not the one. Let's scroll down. Yes, here it is. So once again, let me copy this image and let's paste it into PowerPoint. And now let's scroll down, let's add a new slide and let's hit Ctrl V to paste the image. As you can see, it doesn't fully cover the whole slide, but that's okay because we'll have to jump into Affinity once again, where we can inpaint all of those text boxes. So let me close this window. Let's hit Ctrl V to paste this roadmap infographic. And now once again, we can use that inpainting brush to basically hide all of these text boxes because we will recreate them in PowerPoint. And of course, we will be able then to use PowerPoint animations to introduce them one by one. So let me quickly finish inpainting all of these text boxes and I'll catch you in a second. Okay, so all of the text is hidden and now we can copy this whole image. Let's hit Ctrl C to copy. Let's get back to PowerPoint, Ctrl V to paste. And let's make sure that it nicely covers the whole slide. For that, we can crop it to 16 by 9. Hold down the Ctrl Shift keys to resize it so that it fully covers the whole slide, looking beautiful. And now we can recreate these text boxes in PowerPoint. So let's do that. All we have to use is a simple text box. Here it is. Let's click somewhere over here. And now for the first line, let's type it milestone 1. And now let's make this first line of text a bit bolder as we have in the original infographic. I think for this text, we could use this font Inter Semi-Bold. This way it should look a bit bolder. Okay. And now for the second line, let's use Inter Regular. So let's just keep it Inter just like that. And now for the second line, let's type in Q1 2026 or any other, information that you'd like to have. So let's make sure we have Q1. Okay, looking beautiful. And now we can use the Control shortcut to make as many copies as we wish. And after that, let me quickly adjust, the contents inside of each of these text boxes. And from there, we can continue with animations. So I'll catch you in a second. Okay, so all of the text boxes are ready. Let's make sure that we select them all while holding down the Shift key. Let's open up the animation pane. And now for all of these text boxes, we can add a simple fade animation. Let's make sure that all of these animations start on a mouse click. Okay. And for the duration, I'm using half a second, and this is how it looks like. Okay, on each click, we reveal each of these text boxes. That's simple and effective at the same time. But if we would like to make it a bit more fancy, let's delete all of these animations, and we can use my animation pack. Okay, link is in the video description. And we can use this subtle and interesting looking fade zoom in animation. This is a combination of multiple animations to achieve this effect. So we can use the animation painter, to copy these two animations to the rest of the text boxes. And we can adjust the animation durations. So both of these animations are using half a second. And in the animation options, we can as well adjust delay between letters. Let's go with 5 to make it faster. And this is how it looks like. And now we can reuse these two animations for the rest of the text boxes. And once again, you can find all of these custom animations inside of my PowerPoint animation pack. Link is in the video description. It will definitely help you speed up your PowerPoint animation workflow and will give you some animations with character. Okay. So my dear friends, now you know how you can bring these professional looking but static images to life with PowerPoint animations. Thank you so much for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy. And if you haven't seen the first part of this series, where you can turn sketches into professional looking infographics, then you can watch the first part in this video next. I'll see you there.